let's dive right into the main body of our crochet pouch. Grab your yarn into the color you want for the main body. We're gonna start from the chain. Let's start by crocheting a few chains that are slightly longer than the item you want to put inside, around 2 cm or so. So according to the pattern for our second round, we're gonna start crocheting from the third to last chain and work with double crochet. Since I've made 16 chains earlier, I'll be hooking up 13 double crochet for this round. And also, you can put your stitch marker on the first stitch. So now yarn over and insert your hook into the third to last chain, then yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. So that is double crochet. It's time to insert 3 double crochet into that last chain. And when you're crocheting the second double crochet, after wrapping the yarn and inserting that hook, we need to pull the remaining yarn tail through between the hook and the working yarn, and make sure to place that knot behind the working yarn. Now let's continue to make 1 double crochet. So we can tuck the yarn tail inside the pouch rather than having it exposed on the outside. Now we need to insert 2 double crochet into the last stitch. And then we're gonna join this round by making a slip stitch to the first stitch marked by the stitch marker. So we have completed our first stitch. Now let's chain 2 for the second round. From here on, things will be relatively straightforward. We just need to crochet 1 double crochet in each stitch. So now take your time to keep crocheting and come back when you finish the last stitch. If you haven't used a stitch marker, that's okay too. You can simply pinch your work when you feel like you are getting close to the last stitch and check if you've reached the edge. As for now, I've completed the final stitch but haven't made the slip stitch yet. We're going to use another color of yarn to make the slip stitch. First, insert your hook into the first stitch and then pull up the new color of yarn and complete the slip stitch. After that, give both yarn end and gentle tug to tighten them. And then cut off the extra yarn from the old color, leaving both ends about 4 cm long. This way it will be easy to weave them in later. Chain 1 first. After inserting your hook, make sure that the 2 leftover yarn ends are between your hook and the working yarn. This way you'll be able to weave them in as you go. So after insert hook, pull up the new color of yarn and make a slip stitch, and once again cut the extra of the old color yarn. Give both yarn and a gentle tug to tighten them. And then you can start weave them in. For this round's pattern, start by 3 chains and then skip the next stitch and make a slip stitch in the following stitch. After completing the final slip stitch, leave for about 5 cm so we can weave in. Then we're going to change. The length of the chain will depend on how long you want your drawstring to be, and it should be at least twice as wide as the pouch. Here I think it's enough for me. To ensure we have enough yarn for further steps, we're gonna cut the yarn leaving about 10 cm of yarn tail. After cutting the yarn, thread the yarn tail through a yarn needle. And we're gonna thread the drawstring through a laced round of double crochet stitch. You can choose to go through one stitch at a time or multiple stitches at a time. I'm going to choose to go through one stitch like this one. Continue threading the yarn needle through the double crochet stitch until you reach the starting point. When you reach the starting point, connect the drawstring together. I connect 3 times to secure them. For the accessories, I choose a black small star and then I will secure the star to the pouch. And congratulations, you have done your pouch.